Did Cleetus McFarland just throw down the gauntlet to NASCAR? One wild ride with Dale Jr. might have just flipped the script for good. And now, the whole racing world is paying attention. Garrett Mitchell, better known to his millions of fans as Cleetus McFarland, has been blurring the lines between content creator and race car driver for years now. But nothing compares to what went down when he teamed up with Dale Earnhardt Jr. for an unforgettable ride at one of NASCAR's most iconic tracks. Let's start with the truck. This isn't your average race vehicle. Originally, a 1990s Chevrolet that saw time in the NASCAR Truck Series under Mike Skinner, Cleetus transformed it into a complete beast. We're talking 1,500 horsepower, twin turbos, four-wheel drive, a Frankenstein of speed and engineering that looks like it came out of a racing video game. And then Cleetus did something wild. He handed the keys to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale trucking Daga.
I wonder if she's ever been here before. Probably one. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah. I mean, look at it. Yep, this is Daga, baby. This is Daga. It's different. She looks good in Daga.
You guys want to warm it up and do a two-step check now?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe hit a lap. End up in Daga jail.
Now, if you know anything about Dale Jr., you know he's a living legend in NASCAR. Multiple wins, Daytona 500 victories, and a last name that practically defines the sport. But when he got behind the wheel of Cleetus's custom-built machine, something happened that no one expected. He lit up like a kid on Christmas morning.
Just have to put it in one before you make the run, and it's going to auto shift and stuff. So it's going to shift into high gear and lock the converter. And I don't know if you'll be able to feel it or not, but it's going to be ripping.
I have no idea what I'm in for.
It's going to go 0 to 140 in that 600 feet.
All right.
So should be quick.
Jeez.
We got this big wing on here. We know you like downforce, so we brought this out for you.
Cleetus later said, "I don't think I've ever seen Dale Earnhardt Jr. that happy, and honestly, you can see it in every frame of the video. Dale Jr. was floored. He called the drive lights out and said it was so fun. This wasn't just another media stunt. It was a genuine shared moment between two motorsport icons from different worlds. And it didn't stop there.
Enjoy. Yeah, that was a great burnout.
Oh,
great
man,
run.
that's fucking fun.
If you asked anybody, they would have thought you were a pro on the second run. I mean, it was dialed. Burnout was money.
I'm ready to go to a real strip. I want to run it on a real strip.
You want to go on something fast?
While most would have stopped at the viral video moment, Dale Jr. took things further. He spent time coaching Cleetus ahead of his next Archie Menard Series race, right there at Talladega. They went deep on strategy, qualifying techniques, how to handle Talladega's famously tricky tri-oval, even the art of green flag pit stops. This kind of one-on-one insight from a NASCAR Hall of Famer, it's priceless, and Cleetus soaked up every second. See, Cleetus isn't just out here goofing off with race cars, he's serious about it. After cutting his teeth at Daytona in his ARCA debut, he came back to Talladega with something to prove, and a whole new level of confidence thanks to Junior's mentorship. The result, a top 10 finish. For a guy who started out filming burnout contests and car mods on YouTube, that's huge, and it proves something bigger is happening here. Because this wasn't just about one race, it was about 2 generations of motorsport. Old school NASCAR meets new wave digital influence colliding in the best possible way. You've got Dale Earnhardt Jr., one of the most respected names in the sport, embracing the new media world with open arms. And you've got Cleetus, a guy who built his platform outside the traditional racing system, now being taken seriously by the very people who define it. This moment at Talladega wasn't just fun to watch, it was a sign of how the sport is evolving. Racing isn't just about lap times anymore, it's about stories, it's about personalities, and it's about who can bring fans along for the ride. Cleetus has mastered that. His fans don't just watch him race, they feel like they're in the garage with him, wrenching, tuning, and riding every turn. And now, with guys like Dale Jr. backing him up, that connection gets even stronger. It's a culture clash, but in the best way. The old NASCAR model was built on grit, tradition, and raw horsepower. The new wave, it's personality-driven, high-octane, and always on camera. Cleetus sits perfectly in the middle. Think about it. How often do you see someone jump from YouTube videos to racing one of the most dangerous tracks in the country and get coaching from a living legend? It's unheard of, but it's happening, and it's forcing the entire industry to take notice. This wasn't just a one-time publicity stunt. Cleetus is building something bigger. With every lap, every upload, and every fan interaction, he's changing the way people engage with racing. And that's the real story here. It's not just about Dale Jr. driving a turbocharged monster, it's about a seismic shift in how NASCAR and the broader motorsport world operates. Gatekeepers? They're still around, but moments like this prove the gates are wide open for anyone bold enough to charge through. Cleetus McFarland didn't just let Dale Jr. drive a truck, he let him drive a movement. He declared that new energy, new voices, and new platforms belong on the track just as much as old-school legends. And NASCAR better be listening, because if it's not, the next wave of fans and future racers will be tuning into creators, not traditional broadcasts. They'll follow authenticity over legacy. They'll cheer for stories that feel real, not polished and packaged. Cleetus has cracked that code. He's proving you don't need a lifetime in the pit to make an impact. What you need is passion, persistence, and a willingness to go full throttle into something new. And he's not alone. As more and more digital creators push into the racing world, Cleetus stands as the blueprint. He's showing others it's possible to turn a dream and a YouTube channel into real-world racing success. He's opening doors while burning rubber. This crossover of culture, content, and competition, it's exactly what motorsports needs to thrive in a digital world. He's redefining what it means to be a racer, not someone born into the sport or backed by millions, but someone driven by community, by creativity, and by an undeniable love for the game. And that's why his story matters. Because for every kid watching from home, building a car in their garage, or dreaming with a camera in hand, Cleetus is living proof that it's possible. Even more telling is how traditional fans are starting to rally around him. What started as a curiosity has turned into genuine respect. His performance isn't just passable, it's competitive. His effort isn't casual. It's committed. Behind the scenes, McFarland's also building a team, a culture, and a model that could reshape how talent is discovered and supported in motorsports. It's grassroots meets grit, fueled by fans, powered by performance. In a way, Cleetus has done something NASCAR desperately needs. He's brought fun back, not the scripted kind, the real tire-squealing, gear-grinding kind. He's reminding everyone why they fell in love with racing in the first place. So, yeah, declaring war might sound dramatic, but in the best way possible, it fits. Cleetus isn't here to tear down NASCAR. He's here to wake it up. And Dale Jr., he's not just along for the ride. He's driving the message home, full speed. This is the future of racing. Loud, unfiltered, and just getting started. If you want more wild moments like this, hit that subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned, because Cleetus isn't slowing down anytime soon. Not even close.